So, I had some free time, and we decided to broadcast. I have no idea what we're talking about, but it should be interesting.
Okay, listen carefully. It's WABA, not WOBA. It stands for Working on Being Awesome. Will I ever be awesome? Probably not, but it gives me something to do.
The Chris Top Program, only on iHeartRadio and Spreaker.com.
You can either talk in the Chris Top Program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Yeah, I would let my kid color outside the lines. Yeah. I would let my kid color outside the lines. Yeah, I would let my kid color outside the lines. Oh yeah. Woo woo. Yeah. Hell yeah. Outside the lines, not in the lines, outside the lines. Oh yeah. Yeah, I would let my kid color outside the lines. Woo woo! Yeah! Hell yeah! I would let my kid color outside of the lines. Yeah, I get you. I get stuff to do.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top Program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top Program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there wasn't that a black back in 1970. We didn't know about the World War Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groove long hair, just walking in style with a portable MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top Program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top Program.
This is the Chris Top Program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish home studio here in St. Paul, Tennessee, wishing you, how in the hell are you doing? You're so loud.
I'm Top, broadcasting, of course, alongside the man, the myth, the legend, the radio guy, the man you wish you could be, but will never be, Chris freaking Top.
Seriously? You're going to do that still?
Seriously. So, that doesn't mean I can't keep my game up there. Gotta keep stepping up my game. Can't go down no ladder.
Yeah, I have a question, right?
Alright.
The interviews for the before the award ceremony, our headphones didn't even work. But I mean, we did what we got through it. But our listening was fried. Obviously, the program didn't work at all. But for some reason, in the broadcast, you could still hear us when we talked through the microphone, but not. We couldn't hear anything on the headphones. It was just like kind of static. The only time we were on was just for show.
I put mine on Harry Potter.
Yeah. But luckily, we have the testing Samsung here because they would finally just totally go out.
Kaput.
Yeah, so now it's not better than we sounded a long time, I think.
Well, I know I can hear myself now.
We went through almost 30 shows like that. I mean, it was like from the beginning, it was just screwed
I think
up.
it was still going on, because the lightning strike happened, and I think it just went down.
Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty messed up. It was getting all hot. I mean, it could have blown up. It could have exploded.
That would have been a disaster.
Yeah, it would have been radio, though.
But the radio gods smiled down upon us.
They did this time.
Yes.
So, we had a lot going on, I guess, over CNN Fest.
I think saying a lot going on is an understatement.
Yeah. But we'll talk about it in a while. Do you want to talk, this is really politics?
Yeah, let's go.
Because I like to do politics on the show, because I know a lot of times celebrities will say certain things, and to me what they're doing is they're editing 50% of their audience when they bring up politics and their opinions on politics and those types of things.
But I love politics.
Yeah, I love politics as well, but I don't like to see celebrities talk about it because a lot of times, I don't know what they say, I don't want to see a movie. It ruins a movie for me when they do it. I would just wish they would shut up.
Well, we're not celebrities, so, that's good.
Yeah, I'm not really going to get into bipartisan stuff. I'm just going to talk. Okay, you're what I'm going to say. The whole Sean Hannity thing that he's been doing on the last few episodes, it's been driving me crazy. And normally I like Sean. I don't like Sean as much as I used to, I have to admit. But what he's been doing lately has been driving me nuts. And I was talking about the recent shooting with the congressman. I think that should be brought up separately from the other things that have happened, like with the community and Donald Trump's head and Madonna saying she's going to go the White House and the plane in Central Park. I think all that should be brought up separately because I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to tie them all together. And I think what that's going to do, or what that does, is that it just infuses more conflict between both parties. I feel like with the congressman being shot, the way they could have come out of that would have been, it could have brought the parties together at least for a day. It would have been nice to have one for a day or two, but he automatically just starts, I think, evoking another fight between the parties. Because I feel like you're on a different page now on this one.
I see where you're coming from, so I don't totally disagree with you, but at the same time, I kind of see it as something that people on their own would have put together anyway. Because I talk with a lot of people about politics and stuff on Facebook, and the people that I know would have put this stuff together anyway. So I feel like Sean is just almost kind of speaking for the people, and at the same time, it was obviously a attack against Republicans.
Yeah, I would have just liked to have seen, okay, there's a congressman shot, there's a Republican or a Democrat, we're all Americans, an American was shot, and the guy that did it, needs to go to jail or give the death penalty or whatever. I wish it would have been more like that. I mean, he could have talked about how it was a hate crime against Republicans, that's fine, but I think when he crossed the line was when he just tied it together with all the other stuff.
All that stuff together.
Yeah, because the other stuff is bad. I mean, the nonsense over the White House is ridiculous. And
I'm surprised that the Secret Service is watching her.
Yeah, so I mean, that stuff is ridiculous and that stuff is wrong, but I don't think it's quite as serious as maybe
As a real-life occurrence, right?
Yeah, and I'm just a little afraid, I guess, of Sean Hannity for doing that. And you know Jessica Rebello. She says, thanks, Chris, for sharing. In case people are wondering what that little thing was. Yeah.
But I mean, he's not the only one that did it. I mean, people have done it in more subtle ways. They could go back to it without saying, like he was saying, screw you Democrats, but then he's like, I want to say that, but I can't.
Yeah, I'm just surprised, though, that nobody took that stance, because I would have liked to see the rest of the person do that. And then the next day you can go back to fighting and bickering, whatever, but...
Do you think there's ever going to be a point where all the parties kind of unite, or is it always going to be a war until one is just more powerful?
Well, that makes sense to me, because, and I'm an optimistic person. I'm probably one of the more optimistic people that you'll ever meet. But, I don't have to say yes eventually, but no, I don't think so. And I feel like, and people don't get this part, I think they're being trained now, and they just think they're supposed to fight all the time. I think they think that both parties are supposed to bicker and claw and scream and cry until they get their way, but it's not supposed to be that way. Once the president's elected, both parties are supposed to work together for a common cause. And I think that was lost somewhere. I'm not sure. And I think maybe we haven't really had that back since Ronald Reagan.
I think what's going to end up happening is something, I don't know, dramatic is going to happen before anything good comes out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe so. I feel like we are probably beyond having a great leader that can bring the parties together at this point.
I think this, if anything, I think it's going to be what stops the fighting is just one party is just more powerful than the other parties.
And who knows, maybe you'll have other parties emerge that are better.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I'm just so pessimistic now when it comes to politics, because the most disheartening thing for me is there's no line between the parties anymore. You can't really tell them apart. I mean, there are a few stances that are I was going to say so strong on both sides, but they're really not. I mean, you could almost be either party and still get the same results at this point, because there's so many compromises and there's so much crap going on that nothing ever gets done anymore.
Yeah, it's all disorganized. Nobody really has values. I mean, they compromise on them all the time. So I think I'm a little bit pessimistic and optimistic at the same time.
I don't know if it's possible.
It's like, I see things going badly, but then I see things picking up from there, and like our country is going to be different, but I think that with the right leadership, we're going to get, some positive things out of it.
Maybe. You never know. But I didn't know anything about politics today. I just kind of
I'm kind of a geek about politics. I don't know if anybody knows this about me, but I watch the news all the time. I read political books. I discuss politics with people. I freaking love it.
It's fun. I just don't like to be on a show just because. Though. I mean, we interview Christian. If this isn't the very first time you ever hear us talk about politics, I just want to bring some stuff up. And I know you're silent. I know you're on the other side. Nobody knows what's going on.
You should do a political show.
No, I'm not built for that.
I bet you would do good. I mean, I think you would actually make a good one. And obviously, you couldn't do it on a Chris Top program, but a separate show with politicalness, I think you would do it.
It's not like that positivity all the time, because like the CNA Fest and stuff like that, the whole thing is just positive. If we had a political show somewhere, venue, did political stuff, there would be negativity in there. It would be mostly negative, I think. Just because of all the crap that happens in the world. I mean, you can't just not for me. I like to, because there's enough negativity in my life where I don't really have to deal with it on the thing that I love as well. And as far as me and you having a conversation, a political conversation, I mean, we have, I would say, 95% or more of the same views. So it's nice to have these conversations with you. And if I happen to be out somewhere and somebody wants to talk politics, I'll do it. It's nice to have some debates, but I can't live that 24/7. I just can't do it.
I'm kind of a geek about it. I think I could.
Eventually,
that's where 5% lies.
I just like the positivity that we get from everyone and the way it makes me feel, because I feel like we're really accomplishing something. We're not getting anywhere with talking about politics as something that's not going to change. We actually accomplished something. And I feel like a lot of these artists use us for inspiration as well, because we have them on the show, and maybe it gives them a push in that direction. Maybe they didn't give up, but they decided to go on because the interview was so much fun and they were inspired. I like to feel that maybe that stuff happens. So that kind of gives me motivation for the show. Now, what do you think?
I would like to hope so.
Yeah. I think so too.
I feel accomplished every day that we did those shows. I went to bed that night and I was like, I feel accomplished.
You should. You did a good job. You made people laugh and people had fun. I mean, it was a good time. Mm-hmm. It really was a good time. If you know what we're talking about, we went to Nashville during the CMA Fest, and this was our fourth time doing it. We do interviews for 2 or 3 days, from 20 to 30 interviews on artists. Not necessarily based on Nashville, but they could be from all over the world. We went as far as France and Canada, come on and do a show with us during our stay there. And the Commodore Grill was nice enough to let us use their facilities. When the Holiday Inn let us use their facilities, and the Commodore Grill is actually part of the Holiday Inn. But it was a great experience. And at the end of 3 days, we had what we call the Lotto Awards. It's the Lotto Awards ceremony. And if you weren't there, I'm going to let Alan tell you about the next part after the ceremony. But the ceremony consists of we give away awards to different artists in areas like top songwriter, top performer, top producer. There's a trend if you're an artist. But that's what we do really once in a while. And there's something else a little different that happened after the road family. I want to talk about that in just a second. But before I do that, since we're doing a whole for the show, I wanted to play one of our skits. Skits are fun. And I got to bring up my buddy Craig Wilson, because a while back, and I'm always teasing about this. Hey, Randy, it's good to see you. Thanks for listening. We're going to talk about Randy a lot too. But my buddy Craig, he had an opportunity to meet Jack Bauer, Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, he spent like most of the evening in Nashville, and we talked, and I think they went to together, I'm not sure, but I was so jealous. And I told him, I said, if you ever meet Kiefer again, I don't have to steal him. Just call me, and I will come out because I absolutely loved 24. I think back on the old Kiefer Sutherland movies and stuff I used to watch, and he's an icon to me. He's definitely one of my favorites, right up there with Brad Pitt.
Oh.
Almost.
Who do you have a bigger man crush on?
I don't know. Maybe this will help you decide.
My marriage? Oh, yeah, I love my wife. We've been happily married for about 15 years now.
My marriage? Well, it was pretty good the first couple of years. I mean, we even watched the first season of 24 together, but things just got kind of weird after that.
Oh, yeah, that first season of 24, we were totally addicted. That's the whole reason we got TiVo.
I wish we would have never got TiVo, because all he wanted to do was watch the shows over and over again.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. I mean, Holly watched the whole first season with me and about half the second season, but I guess she just lost interest.
Well, it's not really that I lost interest, it's just that he got way too carried away. About halfway through the second season, he bought a stopwatch and he started timing everything we did in hour-long increments, just like on the show.
The following takes place between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m.
He even did it when we were having sex, and trust me, it didn't take an hour.
By the time season 6 hit, she totally lost interest, and that's cool because everybody deserves their alone time, right?
When season 6 hit, I knew there was no turning back. I just had to get out of the house. I probably could have handled it, but he got a life-size cardboard cutout of Jack Bauer, and he put it in our bedroom.
Oh, dude, that life-size cutout of Jack Bauer, I've still got it. That thing kicks ass.
I wasn't gonna bring it up, but I think he has a man crush on Jack Bauer.
Wait, what? A man what? A man crush? On Jack Bauer? No, that's ridiculous. No, I don't.
By the time the last season hit, things just got way out of control. Thank God I came home when I did, because he was about to interrogate the dog. I'm not sure what he was going to do with the car battery and those pliers, and I really don't want to know.
Car battery and the pliers? What are you talking about? The dog? I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't.
After the 9th season was over and the series was gone, I felt like our marriage was somehow salvageable.
I have to admit, when they took 24 off the air, I was pretty destroyed.
The show had been off the air maybe a year, and he just started getting over his withdrawals.
Did I cry when the show was over? Well, I mean, when they took it off the air, it was a big deal, and I cried. I cried a lot. And I guess after I was done crying, I was in denial for a while. I kept watching the reruns as if it was the first time I ever saw the show. And then, just like in any normal relationship, the rage sets in, and I found myself arguing with the cardboard cutout. Jack, why would you leave me? Why would you just go away, Jack?
Yeah, he cried a lot.
Yeah, I got all that out of my system, and things started to get back to normal, finally. And then we got the news.
Yeah, we got the news, and it was pretty up. What show goes off the air and then they bring it back? I mean, Seinfeld's not on the air, neither is Friends or MASH, and heck, Hee Haw isn't even on the air.
It was a miracle.
It was tragic.
Guaranteed 12 more episodes, and who knows, if things go well, it could be on for 9 more seasons.
I just don't think I can take another season of him dressing up like Jack Bauer and breaking down the doors of the bathroom while I'm trying to pee. He even changed the ringer on all the phones, and it sounds like we're at CTU every time my mom calls.
I don't know what it is, but sex after 24, it's amazing.
He tries to have sex with me after every episode of 24. It's bad enough that I have to call him Jack, but he wants to call me Chloe.
This has been a Chris Top, Holly Stalin production.
You can either talk in the Christopher Rum.
The Top, broadcasting live to at least 3 people on Spreaker.com.
You are absolutely positively sure in the right place. This is the Chris Top program.
Sup? You should see the chats.
Wow.
The Spreaker chat. Just read the Spreaker chat.
Why do you do that?
Because it's great.
Yeah, whatever. So, what was your high point? Besides the end.
Besides the end.
Before that, what was your high point before that?
The entire 3 days. Yeah, like it was non-stop. Great vibes, good people. I mean, people got hyped up. I was standing in my chair and I was preaching. And it was great.
My high point
I loved everybody.
I love your speech.
Aww.
That you gave. That was probably my favorite thing.
I really liked giving that speech. There's very few times that my soul just feels right, but I felt like I was supposed to be there, and I felt like I was doing what I was supposed to be doing, and I just felt right.
Yeah, I didn't plan this, but I'm going to try to play your speech.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if I can pull it up.
Is it one with just a speech, or is it...
I can go
fast forward, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, they're feature.
But you know, everyone is pretty much nice.
Before.
And you'd be like, ooh!
There's been so many posts on our page. I'm going to try to scroll over and see what
56 in, maybe 55.
Yeah, okay, I think we're right there. Let's see if I can make this work. Let's wait till it gets to it.
Who's gonna look it up?
Who knows? This is nice. I like having this conversation with you.
Yes.
And I love having an audience conversation with you. And you got planned some instruments.
Shows with just us, too. I was suggesting that to all the people at Warren's. I was suggesting to Chris Top that we're going to do, like, shows on a Wednesday. Like, we're going to do one where it's us, and then the next time we'll do interviews, and then, you know. That was so lit.
We could possibly do something like that. The original plan, I said this on the show before, was to do interviews just every once in a while, kind of enhance just our regular show, but the interviews kind of took over. After probably the first year, we stopped doing the interviews or whatever. But that's something I would think about, because I really enjoy doing this stuff with you.
And I guess we're wow, I can't even talk. So sorry. That's a little much. We're calling top for nothing.
Yeah.
But we're going to do some different type shows. Like, when we get that Chris Top Network. What was it that we were going to do?
The 24/7 network.
Yeah, we're going to have different types of shows on there, too. So,
the studio. That's got to come first. Things keep coming up. There's everything that happens and things keep coming up. So, all right. So I'm going to try to play Allie's speech for you, just in case you haven't heard it yet, because it's pretty cool. So let's see if this works.
actually, I'm going to say something real quick. Wrong! These are the lies people tell you. Your friends
your family, your coworkers. Who are these people? These people are not your friends. They suck. Get rid of them. Who let life circumstances dictate their outcome. See, I'm talking to somebody. Can I get an amen in this room? These people expect you to have...
Okay, I gotta say, you just went totally in the preacher mode. I had a guy come up to me after we were done, and he said, you know you're in the preacher mode.
You're making me blush.
But you know, everybody like pumped up and excited, and the
gift to do that. I guess I didn't know that I was...
It was good. It was really, I was so impressed. Because I didn't know what to expect. I mean, he showed me his speech, but I didn't know. Awkward? Awkward, no, not really bad. Because you know that kind of stuff. But also really awkward. That was perfect.
I have never actually made a speech as myself.
Yeah.
Like, I've always, done acting and stuff like that, but I've never made a speech as myself. But I felt right about it.
Well, this time.
Thanks.
We had a captive audience, too.
They were. I'm
Let's keep it back.
Realistic goals. Like, what is that? You want to be a plumber? I'm serious. You gotta do what you want to do. These people have dreams too, but they're bitter because, like I said, their life circumstances dictate their outcome. They came in with this attitude. Well, that's me. I have a tough personality. I should not work for anything that I want. But guess what? That's wrong. You guys, the difference between that and you is you know that you have to work for it. You have to flip the burgers. You have to unclog the toilets. You have to do the most glamorous work to pay for your own bills. And sometimes you work for your own passions, but you are doing it. The difference between them and you is they're bitter who work these jobs and they hate themselves. They work and they absolutely hate themselves. But you guys are actually doing it. Every time you see that photo, every time you open the door, every time you get up on that stage and sing, every time you are making this world, and I am so proud of you people. Sacrifice, people who gave up their entire lives, people who have left their countries to come here to Nashville to pursue their dream. Isn't that amazing? That's amazing. So keep working on being awesome. Don't quit. Give it every ounce you got. And encourage other people. If they got a dream, everybody's got a dream. You may have put it in a song somewhere, but everybody's got a dream. And there is nothing too big to accomplish. If you have the heart for it, the passion is the most important thing. Anything you do, put passion into it. You love it, it's yours. Prove those people wrong. Keep working on being awesome. May the odds be over with it.
That was brilliant.
That's almost like my signature thing now. It's just like dab. And I feel so good when I dab and then people dab along. Yes.
A couple of times.
There's people telling me to do it wrong, but it's okay.
It's okay. And I think there's people, there were people that dabbed it and have probably never dabbed in their lives.
Right, and I was uploading the pictures, like after the event, and I was critiquing people's dabs. I was like, your hands put straight
I think
in.
that's a little much. But you weren't critiquing anything, though.
No, I was critiquing it.
Yeah, you were harsh, too. Harsh in her hand. That's just an example. So yeah, that was my high point. But you had to be a high point for me too. When you gave it and you saw the audience's response, and you had to feel good.
I felt really good. I totally myself felt right. Like, I felt like I was supposed to be doing that. Like, I just felt so right about it.
Yeah.
Like, I felt accomplished. I was proud. I was like, the people. They kept hyping me up.
And you really, actually, you did most of the original. Yeah, I kind of wanted to just kind of sit back and watch a little bit more this year. I couldn't show up, though. I had to go things.
Yes.
That's just how
Chris Top likes talking.
yeah, but the big one this was only Cabo. He walked away with 3 years, which was not surprising. He's got just a big fan base, big following.
He started yelling at him.
Yeah, you know, yeah, but it was fun. Now, we talk about what happened at the very end, like the last 20 minutes. And we'll talk about that after I do this, which, I'm hoping next year I'll get nominated for a WAPA.
I don't think so.
I have to be eligible, it's our show.
Yeah,
It's not one of those things where, you know,
but it's kind of cheating.
well,
Because it's our show.
no, I would put my song out there, I don't want to vote on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if they want to, and this is what I'm going to shoot for, I think I'm going to shoot for all those, because I would think I'm at least half of the audience myself. Well, I think that would be fair, and I think most people hear the song, and I'm pretty sure they would agree.
Music that will change your soul.
Is my music life-changing? Yeah. Yes, it is life-changing. It will make people do great things, possibly even fly.
I mean, this guy is a world-famous broadcaster, and next thing we know, he's hanging with T-Pain out in the green room. This guy don't stop.
No, this guy can't afford to stop. There are too many women out there that need to feel empowered, and that's what my music does.
The vocals, nobody can touch it. Lyrically, it's almost like it was written by Moses.
No, it's not just about booties bouncing. It's about life. It's about death. It's about every single thing we take for granted.
For me, it's about love and harmony.
The greatest song of all time? I don't know.
Booties Bounce is the greatest song of all time!
Yeah, Chris Top in the house. Dorks of the world unite, y'all. Oh, yeah, boy. Here we go. I like to watch them booties bounce, them booties bounce. Oh, I like to watch them booties bounce, 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 bounce. I like to watch them booties bounce, them booties bounce, 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 bounce. Oh yeah, Dorks of the world unite. Life is good. Peace out.
But that's the thing about Chris Top. He wasn't just a one-trick pony.
Obviously, Booties Bounce was a #1 hit for me. That put a lot of pressure on me going back into the studio.
How can someone write 2 songs to end all songs? It's not even possible.
Well, I wanted the second song to be totally different, but I wanted it to be equally as empowering.
I would set myself on fire and jump off a building for Chris Top.
Oh yeah, I love the fans. They're the reason I do what I do. After months and months in the studio, we finally came out with it, our second #1 hit.
Yeah. Yo, this is Chris Top in the house. Laying down the smack for the second time. That's right, my bitches. This one's called Boobies Bounce. Yeah, here we go. I like to watch them boobies bounce. Them boobies bounce, bounce, bounce. I like to watch them boobies bounce. I like to watch, I like to watch, I like to watch them boobies bounce, 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 bounce. I like to watch them boobies bounce. Them boobies bounce. I like to watch them boobies bounce, 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 bounce. Those of the world unite, yo. I'm out.
Thanks to Chris Top, women around the world are not afraid to let their boobies bounce.
It's really cool. I'll walk into a club somewhere and people just start singing the lyrics to me. I don't even know how they memorized them that fast.
Boobies bounce.
Do I feel like a god? No, I don't.
Chris Top is a god!
Oh yeah, I'll absolutely go back to broadcasting. But for now, I just want to enjoy the limelight.
And watch your booties bounce.
This has been a Chris Top production.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Mr. Pop.
Take it from the top.
I'll probably take next year if I go ahead and just cut that. You think? That's a bad idea.
Professional.
Yeah, we talk fun for a while afterwards. Now, okay, so why don't you tell everybody how we end the evening? And when we're done, I'll actually play. What happened? Not the whole thing, just the first part.
Well, Craig finished his song, and we both go up there.
Whoops.
And I guess we leave out the rest of the words, or what do I do? But then I was like, Kristaps wants to say something, and I did all my other thing. And then you came up here, and you started talking, and you were like, this has been about 4 years now, right? And I was like, yeah, about 4 years. And you were like, speaking of personal connections, I have 2 questions for you. And then my face just like dropped, because I knew something good was going to happen. And I heard Craig playing in the background, and I was like, I'm scared. I don't know what he's going to ask me. And then you were like, I don't know. Will you marry me? And I started freaking out. I was crying, but then I started laughing, and then everyone started cheering on their feet, and they were cheering. Like, it's been a long time coming, and it was so good. And then we embraced, and then we were like, I have a second question. Will you marry me right now? And I was like,
Goodness.
And then we got married. It was bada bing, bada bing, bada boom. And it was perfect. I keep telling you all the time, I wouldn't change a thing about it.
Right then and there.
Right then and there in the house.
Okay, so let's go, I'll tell you what, why don't we do this, because I'm a little concerned with the show may not be sounding good, because we're going to say chat. So let's stop this and everybody check everything is good, and then we'll come back on and we'll play.
If I hear that this show's being around, I'm gonna freak out.
Yeah, we'll be right back, so just listen to part 2.
That's 2.
Yeah.